What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to episode 3 of our Feed the Beast not Infinity. Excuse me. Feed the Beast Beyond Let's Play. Got a little bit confused there. In today's episode, as I mentioned, we're going to be building some better tools. I'm thinking a hammer and a broad axe to get the wood gathering going. We're also going to be building a new area. You can see I've already laid out the paths here for our Tinker's Tool Forge and all of that to go, so that this will be kind of where we work on our tools. And I've got an idea in my head for what that's going to look like. We'll see how close reality comes. So in my inventory, I have our old tool station, as well as some chiseled blocks of iron, and some of those seared bricks that we made in the last episode. In case you guys didn't know, you can actually use chiseled iron for the tool forge, and it does take on the texture of it. It's kind of neat, huh? I figured that out recently, and I thought it was pretty cool. So, we're also going to be taking all of this stuff with us over here, and we're going to be setting it up temporarily right over here. It'll be moving when we build the actual building that goes here, but for now, this will work. So, first, stencil table, then pattern chest, then part builder, tool forge is already on my, and a crafting station. Perfect. So, here we go. We have our tool forge. This allows us to build the more complicated tools, the bigger tools, the better tools, including longbows, which we may get into this episode if we're looking into although a crossbow could be cool too. I'm not sure which I want as of yet. I definitely want a hammer this episode and a broad axe, or I guess it's called a lumber axe now. So those are the two things we need. To get that going, what do we want them to be built out of is the question. We're going to need... Oh, my blank patterns to be in there. We're going to need a hammerhead pattern, definitely. Going to need tough tool rod pattern. We're going to need... where are those plates? Right here. Large plate patterns. And also, I believe this one requires a binding, so a tough binding pattern as well. What do we want to build these tools out of? I think that bronze is our best bet for the actual tool head for now. Yeah, I'm thinking for the hammer we're going to go basically exactly like the pickaxe. It's going to be a bronze head, one copper plate and one bronze plate, and then a wooden rod. So we're going to need some cobblestone to make the base parts out of. We're going to need more of our aluminum brass, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, we're going to need some of this copper. We're going to need some tin for the bronze. Let's see. Bring these with me. I need this. You can take some of this, some of these. Can put my helmet back on. Organization is key. Let's see. What else do we need? Oh, forgot to mention, I did build up the smeltery a little bit more and got some transfer nodes from Extra Utilities 2 instead of hoppers. For the input chest, those require transfer pipes, which just require slabs and glass, and you get 64 of them. So that's why we have some of those. And as you can see, the input chest is now right up here. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to cut. I'm going to gather some of the materials that we need, because I'm looking at it and we definitely need some more aluminum. And I will be right back. So I went mining until my pickaxe almost broke. And I did not find a single other piece of aluminum. So we used the aluminum brass we had so far, and we're going to build the hammer. My theory here being that we can use said hammer to, well, get more, get more aluminum a lot faster than using the pickaxe. That's the idea anyway. So tin plus copper equals bronze. Then we're going to pour it into our hammerhead cast because that's what we're making the head out of. And it requires 8 ingots for the hammer. So pretty expensive in the very, very start of the game. We've got a lot of copper. We've got a lot of tin. We're doing okay as far as it goes. All right. That's 4 ingots, 5 ingots. This should make exactly 6 ingots. Or 8 ingots, excuse me. All right, pour that out, and that'll be extracted by the chest. By the hopper underneath, rather. Gonna cool down. I did not make... We only had 2 aluminum brass ingots left, so I made a cast for the hammerhead and a cast for the large plate, because we're going to make the tool rod out of the tough tool rod out of wood anyway. So the plates, I want to make 1 out of bronze to give it extra durability, and because the speed at which a hammer mines is dictated by the durability of its large plates, as well as the mining speed and the durability of the hammerhead. A little bit of an interesting tidbit for you there. And then 1 out of copper to get the well-established trait so that I get XP for mining, as well as... Well, that's the only reason. So I get well-established. The only reason we would do that. So let's pour that out. That should use all of our bronze. I do believe it takes 8 ingots for the... Yeah, for each piece of this, it's going to take 8 ingots. Which is fine. There's our bronze large plate. So this thing should be fairly durable as far as it goes. Alright, while that pours out and cools, I'm going to go take a nap because it's getting dangerously dark out here. And we don't want a mob issue. And then I'm going to grab wood while I'm over here so that we can make the tough rod. I believe 2 logs is what it's going to require. Let's go grab that piece as well. Perfect. Let's go to our part builder. Go to a tool rod, tough tool rod. Wooden tough tool rod takes, yep. So this is not going to be the best handle for this, obviously. Nobody thought it was, but that's okay. There we go. Which way around do we want it? I think we want it. It doesn't matter, just to be clear. But, okay. So, not terrible. 2.57 mining speed is not the best, but it will do the job. So we should be able to then go use this. I'm going to put some of this stuff away in my backpack because we'll be using it later. Let's go put all of this stuff away as well. You go down here, you go down here, you can go up there, bucket on the hotbar, chisel can go away. Perfect. So this should be much faster. Let's go try it out. And then I'm going to go mining, try and find some... I think I'll just shoot for gold because the aluminum is just so rare for some reason. So, to allow us to do that a little bit easier, let's check this out. Where does gold spawn the most? Looks like between it's basically the same between Y28 and Y10. So just mine a little bit, a little bit higher than diamond should be good. Let's do right here. How about that? Does that work? I think that'll work. Oh yeah. This is much better. Another plus to mining at Y15, we should be able to find some... Should be able to find some lapis mining at this level as well. So there is a cave system here. Let's just see what's going on. Some very sneaky gravel. Okay. Not much going on is the answer. Let's pick up this lead while we're here because we might as well. Yeah, not much of a cave system as far as it goes. So let's try the other direction. So we don't immediately run into a cave. We can obviously keep going that way as well. Yeah, this is really nice. Ooh. Found ourselves some gold as well. Look at that. Very nice. I always take iron at these early stages, just because you always need iron. Alright, so let's light this up. It looks like there's more gold in the walls up here. That's good. Some lapis as well. That's helpful. You really never know when you're gonna need some lapis. Soon is probably the answer to that. We will need it sooner rather than later. Cool. So now we've got some gold. We are virtually out of torches. But this should be enough. That's 10 ingots, that's 10 casts. That's plenty enough to make our... Nice. Plenty enough to make our axe. And remember, we do have iron armor now, so monsters a little bit less terrifying than they once were. And, wow, this sword destroys the undead. That's fantastic. And look at that, some more lapis. So yeah, I'm gonna keep exploring, keep doing some mining. I'll meet you guys back when we're ready to build our axe. I did it! I mined, and I found a bunch of gold. We're melting one down right now so that we can make the cast for the binding and for the broadhead axe head itself. I just realized I put all of my everything away. Interesting. That's fine. While that melts down, we can go grab our bronze. 3 ingots. Not super helpful. Let's grab our bronze like this then. 1, 2, 3, and 1 makes bronze. I want... copper like this. Let's see. Okay, so here's the bronze we need for the head itself. Here's the copper for the binding, because I believe it just gives, yep, just the durability gets to the binding. It doesn't actually add to anything. And then for the plate, we will use bronze. So I need 1 more recipe's worth of bronze. And that was not bronze, that was silver. Or that was not tin, that was silver. There. Got everything I need. I can melt all that down. Should be the right proportions. We'll see. Can melt all of it down at once. We have molten gold in there. That's perfect. Let's grab an axe head cast. And a... Oh. Does it take 2 pieces of gold? Interesting. It takes 2 gold ingots to make all that. Good to know. Good to know. I am not sure why that is. Couldn't tell you. That's fine. Alright, so there's our bronze. Should be able to pour out our axe head from that. And then once that gold melts, it is melted now, we should be able to pour that onto the tough binding to make our binding cast. Let's do that. Here's gold. Pour copper onto that, and then bronze onto the plate cast that I have in my inventory right here. Here's our axe head. Here's our tough binding. Here is our... Why is that copper? Because it wasn't on the bottom. And I miscounted somehow. I do not know how. It's only a little bit of copper. It's fine. I mean, there's ways to get it out of there, but I don't have time for that right now. Here you go. You have bronze? Yes. Always check. That's a good tip. Always check to see what material is actually on the bottom. And then for this and the hammer, I'm probably actually going to make the handles out of bronze as well, because they will make them much more durable. For now, wood is fine, though. Alrighty. So now I should be good to go, other than I need a little bit of wood in order to make the handle, unless I already have some. Oh, yeah, I do. Look at that. I grabbed enough for both. Cool. And here is our lumber axe. Gonna have a decent amount of durability. So now what we can do is we can plant down some trees. I don't really want to take down those trees. That tree in the distance is looking good. Let's grab some saplings. And the reason I really want this is because the build I'm going to be doing for this stuff here, I'm thinking is going to take a fair amount of wood. I'm going to make kind of a... Well, you'll see. And things moving forward, they just take a lot of wood. There you go. Easy as that. Very nice. It kind of annoys me that this pack doesn't have fast leaf decay, I'll be honest with you. Why they did it is because it was causing some lag on older PCs, and they didn't think it was worth it. I am not sure that that is correct. I think it may have been worth it, but that's okay. It's not a huge deal or anything. So now I can plant a bunch of trees down anyway, as I was saying. And with oak, actually, I can just plant them in a block. Because these are all going to grow up. While I'm just away doing my thing, we'll need to chunk load this part of the server, actually, now that I think about it, which we can do right now, just by going into claimed chunks. Must be in a team to do that. Okay, teams. Let's create a new team. No capitals? No capitals. Okay. No apostrophes either. Okay. There you go. And then let's make it blue. Accept. Team created. All right. Claim chunks. Now then, I can claim all of the chunks around my base. And I can chunk load them like this. It says explosions disabled. Interesting. I'm not sure I like that. Like, it's cool, but not sure I dig it. Anyway, those are going to grow up. They'll become a tree blob. I'll chop the entire tree blob down with my axe, and then we'll have a bunch of wood. We can do the same with other types of wood as well. Sakura, I'm definitely going to need, because I'm planning on utilizing those around the base quite a bit. Okay, so now we have our copper hammer. We have our lumber axe. The next thing to do, really, is to build the thing that we're going to build for the Tinker's stuff here. And I'm not, I don't have a clear image in my head. So let me take a break. I'll come back to this and come back to you guys in just a few moments. I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse. Kind of a spur of the moment decision, but we've built ourselves a little blacksmithery, I guess you could call it. Yeah, you know, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's very, very cool. I enjoy the shape that we went with here. We've got an anvil and a little bit of water, you know, because if you're blacksmithing, you're hammering out hot metal here, and then you dip it in the water to cool it down. Cool little aesthetic detail there. Inside, it's very practical. We've got just our tinker stuff in here for now. I think I'm going to add some storage at some point. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night before bad things happen. By the way, this sword, freaking amazing. Oh, also, I've decided to switch this over to all marble, but we're out of marble. So, ignore that. We'll fix it. Don't worry. I'll go mining in between episodes, as I normally do. Anyway, we've really done what we set out to do this episode. We built ourselves a really cool, really nice little build. It fits with our build team. I'm gonna replace all of this oak with Sakura. Sakura is not an easy tree to farm at this point in the game. It grows really strangely. We don't have a way to automatically farm it yet, so for now it's oak. Also, I think I might be changing this part of the roof a little bit. I'm not quite sure how, but I think I might just lower it all down, make it a little bit squatter. It looks great from this angle over here, you know? Like, it looks really good from this angle. But from the side, it doesn't look as good, so I'll have to address that in my off time. But you can see we use some Sakura fences right here, and a Sakura door, just to stay with the build theme. And we used andesite for the floors in here. Guys, I think that just about wraps it up for this episode. I think I'm running out of recording time here. Got to get this rendered and uploaded for you. I really hope you enjoyed it. I think we had a really fun episode. We got our tools, our hammer and our lumber axe, which is cool, and we built a really nice little aesthetic build. So, if you did enjoy it, leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe for more content every single day. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, by the way. All of my videos get announced there first, so you'll be the first to be able to watch them. Yeah, check out all the links in the description below for Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, all of that kind of thing. I hope I see you next time. As always, this is Mizuna, signing off.